What's up guys, Justin from DistroMike here, and today we are going to be talking about what is cannabidiol, or more commonly known as CBD. CBD is a minor compound found within the cannabis plant, but unlike THC, or your more commonly known cannabis, CBD is not going to get you high. However, it does interact with the human ECS, or the endocannabinoid system, so there are going to be some noticeable effects when you are regularly consuming CBD products. When it comes to CBD, there's really three primary types of CBD that you're going to find in the market. The first one is going to be CBD Isolate. What that means is that CBD has been extracted from the plant. It's been isolated from all other terpenes, all other minor cannabinoids, all other plant matter, and what you're left with is just pure CBD in a crystalline form. The second type you're probably going to see out in the market is broad spectrum CBD. So broad spectrum CBD is going to be extracted from the hemp plant, and it is going to contain a number of different minor cannabinoids, whether that be CBN, CBG, or a bunch of the other minors that we talk about in our other videos. The most important part about broad spectrum CBD is that it doesn't contain any THC at all, meaning all of the THC that was left over from the extraction is completely remediated from the final product, and broad spectrum CBD products will not contain any THC. Now, full spectrum CBD is the third type that you're going to find out there in the market, and full spectrum CBD is going to contain some THC. So in other words, full spectrum is a full plant extract. That's where you're going to see the benefits of the entourage effect, but it's also important to note that the amount of THC within a full spectrum CBD is still going to be under the federally compliant level of 0.3%. So full spectrum does contain THC, but not enough to be considered cannabis in the eyes of the federal government. So many consumers, when they're first getting started with CBD products, are really interested to know if the CBD they consume is going to show up on a drug test. Now, like we mentioned before, an isolated CBD product, or a CBD isolate, doesn't contain any THC. So in theory, you wouldn't be containing any cannabinoids that would cause you to fail a THC drug test. Same should go for broad spectrum CBD. And of course, with the full spectrum CBD that we mentioned, does contain some trace amounts of THC. When it comes to drug testing and cannabinoids, ultimately it's really up to the consumer, but we always recommend that if you are potentially subjected to a drug test that could affect your life or your finances, your job, whatever it may be, stay away from all cannabinoids. It's probably not worth the risk. However, when it comes to small amounts of CBD isolate, probably wouldn't fail a drug test, however still could. And when it comes to broad spectrum, probably similar. And then full spectrum, if you're consuming a lot of that, you are obviously consuming a measurable amount of THC, so that could certainly cause you to fail a drug test. When it comes to the safety of CBD, CBD is generally considered to be pretty safe, meaning there are really no reports of anybody consuming CBD and having some sort of health issues. And it's also important to note that CBD is not psychoactive, meaning you're not going to consume too much. You're not going to get too high or overdose from CBD. There are some less noticeable or more minor side effects for different consumers when they do consume CBD products, like anything else. So it's important to start slow, see what kind of effect you're going to feel from taking CBD products, and then change your dosages from there. Legally speaking, CBD is going to be legal just about everywhere in the US, and also in a number of international markets as well. In 2018, the federal government passed a piece of legislation that basically said any cannabis product that contains less than 0.3% delta-9 THC is considered federally compliant hemp. So what that means is all of the CBD products that you see in the market, whether they be full spectrum or broad spectrum or even isolate products, regardless of their individual makeup, as long as they contain less than 0.3% delta-9 THC, these are going to be federally compliant products, and you can find them all over the place. So every country is different, but when we're talking about the US specifically, there are a number of different places that you can go to find CBD products. A few years back, it was probably limited to like CBD stores and more specific smoke and vape shops, other types of hemp retailers. Nowadays, you can find CBD literally anywhere. If you go into your favorite store, if you go into Whole Foods, you're gonna find CBD products among all kinds of health and wellness products. Of course, in smoke and vape shops, you're still gonna find them. There are CBD stores and wellness facilities that you'll find them in. And you'll even find them all over gas stations and convenience stores. The most important thing, given that these products are available everywhere, is that you're buying them from a trusted brand. And most trusted brands are gonna provide you with a link to a lab test or a COA that's gonna prove to you not only the safety of the product, but also the content of the other ingredients and the CBD that's included. There are a number of different potential benefits that a consumer might feel when they take CBD products. So although it really varies from person to person, there are a number of things that people commonly reach for CBD products for. So whether it be to alleviate stress or anxiety, to alleviate inflammation, or just to provide an overall sense of well-being, people will integrate CBD products in a number of different ways. Now, the FDA has not approved the use of CBD to treat any illness or condition to this point. So far, any manufacturer of a CBD product is prohibited from saying that their CBD product treats an illness or treats a condition or provides some sort of medical assistance. However, there are a number of studies that are being conducted at all different levels. And as we progress, we keep continuing to find that CBD actually has more uses than originally thought. And that's kind of a developing situation. So with all that being said, while CBD doesn't get the user high, there are all kinds of benefits and all kinds of reasons why somebody may choose to consume CBD products. As we move into the future, we can only assume that all of the research being done is going to lead to more studies that prove different benefits of consuming CBD in addition to a number of other minor cannabinoids. And we can probably expect that as this research continues, the FDA and other agencies will recognize CBD, and you may even see it more widely adopted in foods and beverages available just about everywhere. That's about it for CBD or cannabidiol. If you guys have any other questions, we would absolutely love to hear them. Head on over to distromike.com or our YouTube channel to see the rest of our videos, and we hope to hear from you guys soon.